Now, I'm sure a lot of people are probably curious and wondering why our system is built off of the idea of left versus right. Well, in today's video, I'm going to break down exactly why that is, where it was started, and how it's progressed over the years. Now, this is probably going to sound a little crazy, but the whole left versus right style of politics wasn't actually started here in America. The first example we have of the left versus right style of politics dates all the way back to 1789 during the French Revolution. Now, back then, these terms weren't used in a negative way or to polarize anybody on any side. They were just being used to describe the type of ideals that were being presented to the public. The first nation to really implement the whole left versus right idea of politics was actually Soviet Union Russia. Now, the reason the Soviet Union loved the idea of left versus right was not simply because of the clashing of ideas, but it was because they loved to polarize people that didn't believe in communism. Anybody that would branch away from the Communist Party would be labeled a left-wing or a right-wing deviationist. Throughout the 19th century, the idea left versus right slowly made its way throughout Europe. By the 1920s, the idea of left versus right slowly started making its way into English language books. In the 1930s, FDR passed a piece of legislation known as the New Deal, and it was a very controversial piece of legislation on both sides of the political aisle. It wasn't until the 1940s, when the Red Scare and the Cold War started to take effect, that those terms were being used to polarize people of different beliefs. The reason for this is because a lot of people on the left were scared to label themselves that way simply because of the association with the Communist Party. The tensions between us and the Soviet Union were so high that anybody that would say anything similar to what they believe in would automatically be labeled a communist. Now, during the 1960s, issues like inflation and the Vietnam War started sparking a division amongst people that brought the terms left versus right back into the mainstream of politics. During the 1970s and the 1980s, that division continued to creep into our mainstream politics and our mainstream media. It wasn't until the 1990s when that style of politics really started to make an impact on how we conduct ourselves here in America. During the 1990s, social issues like the LGBT, immigration, the death penalty, and also weed legalization caused that division to go to a greater extent. It was also during this time that mainstream media started to split apart from each other based on political party. It was essentially the first version of our modern-day echo chambers. By the early 2000s, this division reached a heightened extent simply because people were only listening to these echo chambers and hearing one side of the political aisle and just continuing to reaffirm their own beliefs as opposed to actually challenging them by talking to people on the other side. Now, throughout the 2000s and the 2010s, social media also played a huge factor into creating these big echo chambers of people that only listen to one side of the political aisle. Over the course of the last 20 years, these echo chambers have only grown bigger and bigger and bigger to the point where we can't even discuss issues with each other without labeling each other as random shit. If you're on the left, you're a stupid liberal. If you're on the right, you're a fascist racist. All of these words get thrown around, and they've really lost their meaning over the years. As of right now, the tension between the left and the right is the highest it's been in US history. We can't accomplish a single thing in this country because we're too busy labeling each other words that don't even fucking mean anything. Now, I think it's fair to say that one of the biggest contributing factors as of right now that causes this division is social media. And the reason for that is because every time somebody scrolls through social media, it creates their own unique algorithm of only things that they want to see. So if there's an issue that's really only talked about on one side or the other, each side never gets exposed to it, which essentially reaffirms their own beliefs because they're constantly being told that they're right. They're constantly being told that their ideas are the greatest ideas and nobody else has any other smart idea from the other side. So essentially, this is just one more thing that we can blame on French people. A bunch of over-sexualized, snail-eating, trash-filled deviants have created our modern-day political environment. Thank you, France. You've contributed so much to society, and I just want to personally say, fuck you. The first nation... fit for Russian. Fuck. It's gonna be a long shoot. The left... Oh, fuck. No, bad. Bad. Bad, Dylan. Right, fuck me. We're starting to slowly fuck, it's bad. Piece of legislation... which was a very controversial piece Peach? That's the oh, fuck me. Which was a very controversial fuck me. Why can't I speak? All political sides of the aisle. Fuck, that doesn't make sense at all. Now my voice is cracking. What the fuck is happening, dude? Holy shit! For people that like fuck me. Perfect. Fuck you. Okay, fuck you. Division started. No. Started to creep it. Fuck you.